So there's been a bit of an ongoing problem at the moment with Pringles. Now, recently there's been a promotion thing with Xbox Forza and other stuff where you can get cars and all that. So I've been getting a lot of Pringles. Now, unfortunately, promotions only with the cans of extra. They're a bit hard to find, but I managed to find a couple, so that's alright, as you can plainly see. My issue with this, though, in this video, is the fact that there is like not much Pringles in here. Now I've got this one that I got yesterday. Both of these are sealed. I got this as a comparison. I've been eating way too many Pringles lately, so probably be giving these away to family, friends. But yeah, I don't know if it's only in cans of extra. It might only be, but there's like that much of airspace. Well, say about that much. That much airspace before you get to the first chip. We'll call them chips. So crisps. Whatever. Yeah, so there's like that much airspace, and then you've got the rest. I haven't actually read through the whole packaging to see if there's supposed to be a specific number. There used to be a couple of years ago where they would advertise that there's a specific number of Pringles in each can, tube, or whatever. But they might have taken that off now. I don't know. I don't really watch TV. So these are sealed. Let's show you what I'm talking about. The reason why I've got these sealed, I've got this like a couple days ago and I got this one yesterday, is because I wanted to show you no cheating, no eating of stuff. It's brand new. So as you can hear, there's a sizable sound there. If you take the lid off here, it's still sealed. So that there's not as much. So hopefully it's only restricted to the cans of extra. Let's put this back on here. So we open this up. God, these are hot. I'm not one for spicy, but yeah. So as you can see inside there is a sizable. Yeah, it's about that much into the first chip. Now push that down to the middle and get to the highest point of the chip. To be fair. And then mark it off, kind of. So say to my knuckle, on my index finger. Now to get a size comparison, I didn't quite think this part through. Here's a deck of cards. Yes, standard deck of cards, even though they look awesome. This is my finger to a standard deck of cards. And where it measured, where the gap was to the first chip, is about here. So that's about there. So that's about half, just about say half a deck of cards vertically. You know, that's the gap we're talking about. That's a lot of chips not being consumed. You know, that's a lot of air. Now, Pringles have been the one snack, potato snack, that has been so far until now consistent with not putting air in their packaging, so that we can actually have a full package of content to consume. You know, you got all the other ones like Walkers and Doritos and all them ones. They're still tasty, but there's bugger all crisps in there now, even Marie McCoys and all that. You get a packet that's like that big, you know, and then half of it is air, and the other half is massive chips. And then you got like, I don't know, 5 or 6, and then that's it, your packet's done, and that's like, what, 50, 60p? That's not worth it. You're paying for air at that point. So, you know, it's really annoying. So now we're going to open up this one. Standard, even though it's got a promotion, we'll ignore that promotion. Standard tin, so that's the extra tin. So now we've got the standard one. Now we'll see if there is a difference. Give it a little shake, and what we can see, if we poke it down a little, and then from the highest point again, to try and be fair, which is about there. So it's just past the make sure that doesn't fall. It's just past that part of my finger, so it's still a gap. There's still a gap. You know, they've got a reduction here as well, but it's not as much of a reduction as in the extra. The extra is two knuckles, as it were. The reduction is the second line on the extra, and on the standard the reduction is down to that. As we've already seen with my deck of cards, that is a reduction of that much. So about a quarter of a deck of cards that we're missing out on snack, really. I mean, obviously you're going to get the odd broken chip here and there, but still, it's a bit annoying that. Yeah, hopefully they'll see this video and rectify that. I mean, I can understand some sort of manufacturing cost process or something, but they've been really good so far. Why change it now? You know, don't want to be paying a lot, and it's a lot. This cost me £2.50, which was lucky because it's the cheapest I found. That was yesterday. I can't remember how much the extra was because, like I said, it was a few days ago. But they're around say £2 to £3 per tube. You expect it to be full up to the top. You know, you kind of expect to open it, even though it's still sealed, and just about barely maybe feel the top chip up there. You know, instead of that massive gap. Look at that. I mean, that's just terrible. That is. Look at that gap. That gap is nuts. It's not too bad with this one. It smells good though. But it's still a bit of a gap. You know, if they can fill it up to say about there and only have like half a centimetre gap, that would be perfect, because then you got you got a full tube. You're not getting conned. You know, it's just fine. But this is, you know, a reduction in product, and that's not what we consumers want. We want more product, as much product as possible for the cost. And seeing costs are always just getting bigger and bigger, and we're slowly getting less and less. It's going to come to a point where no one's going to bother buying it anymore, because it's just not cost efficient. It's not cost worthy. It's just not worth the money anymore. Which is why people tend to not buy packets of crisps anymore. That's just gonna fall. But like I said, I mean, Pringles were like the last bastion of full package worth of content, consumable content, and now that's slowly going with the extra, and by the looks of it, by the standard one as well. Oh well. We'll see. We'll see. I gotta go wash my hands.